I want to start off with an eye opening and unfortunate reality about trauma. So, while trauma is incredibly common, most trauma survivors, a lot of them never receive trauma focused care, even though effective treatments do exist. From your experience, why are so many trauma survivors overlooked or unable to access care? Is it because of costs, wait lists, stigma? Maybe some people don't recognize they are facing trauma at all. So, just if you can expand on that a bit.
That's a big question. I think there are a lot of layers going on. I think, with respect to recognizing, people recognizing they need help, I think a lot of people do know they need help. And most of the survivors I've connected with are constantly actively trying to find the right supports. I think my co-founder's story is actually like pretty representative of what a lot of people go through. And I actually think it's often like on that search for the right care that people start to get really discouraged. The reality is the vast majority of mental health providers are not trained in evidence-based trauma assessment and treatment. And so the odds of connecting with somebody or ever in your search who has that training are just really low. It's just a numbers game. And then the experience of connecting with a number of people who do not have that training, who may not know how to approach assessment in a trauma-informed manner, or who may not know ways in which, engaging with you will help you get better or not help you get better. What ends up happening is people often get sort of, in the worst cases, re-traumatized on that journey, being asked to relay in an unsupportive environment, sort of like, and this is not intentionally done by clinicians, of course, but being asked to relay traumatic details too early, too in depth, and more commonly than that, what you see is people end up in what I think of as supportive counseling, which is they find themselves talking about like how did your week go, like what's come up for you now. Let's just focus on the minutia of day-to-day life and never really dig into the past. And so the way people end up internalizing that is, there must be something wrong with me because I've been in therapy for years now and I'm not getting better. There must be something wrong or different or complex or just broken about me as opposed to the system. And so, yeah, it's really unfortunate that's just the story I hear from people time and time again. Is that the access issue really becomes like, kind of like worsens the problem for a lot of folks.